All right, hello and welcome to another edition of Force Fumble. I'm Kylo Ren. I'm in the booth today, and we're going to be going and watching this Baltimore Ravens with Coach Timbo versus the Cleveland Browns and Coach White Rock. I am super excited for this matchup. I know Timbo very well. He's a great Madden player, and this Ravens team has gotten a pretty good start this year. As opposed to other years, he's been struggling a little bit lately. I think he's finally gotten used to the no abilities kind of thing here, and Lamar Jackson has had himself a year, and I'm ready for it. Ravens right now sitting 6-2, I believe, and the Browns sitting at 7-1. It's going to be a fantastic matchup, great AFC North matchup here on Sodom Bowl Network. Get your predictions. Actually, you can get them in here, but it doesn't really matter too much. We do have the predictions in our Heath's Pick'ems. And we have some good predictions there. Myself, I predicted my boy Timbo and his Ravens to win this one 24-14. Both teams, they've been pretty good this year defensively. I think it's going to be a very defensive battle. But I think Timbo might come away with this one just because of past games. I think Timbo came away with it then. But we are about to get going here. Should be getting going here shortly. Again, I'm Kylo. It's going to be a great night of Sodom Bowl Network. And I'll see you guys in a little bit as they head down to the field. Be right back. All right, here we are. We are live at this matchup here. We got the Ravens going to get the ball to receive here. Going to get the ball first. Get your predictions in the chat. We got Soden in the chat saying, post your predictions. You guess it correctly, you win 5,000 Soden Bowl points. Pretty good right before a team selection here for Madden 21. So get your predictions in there. Great matchup. I love watching AFC North, man. These guys ball. The Bengals, we've seen them recently. New owner Doc come to the front and really be a great owner as well. And Timbo is always paddling these guys tight. And yes, sir, Ohio Bengal Kylo is back here for another matchup. We'll see how it goes. And the Ravens going to get started here. Lamar Jackson under center, deuce close formation. Travis Etienne behind him, man in motion. Handoff up the middle, and he gets stuffed immediately there. Wow, immediately stuffed. Not a good way to start this game. Gets dropped for a loss of 2. Travis Etienne, the running back, has been pretty good for these Ravens coming out at the gate here, but not good that time. Gets dropped for a loss of 2. Single back dice close formation here, dice slot formation. Jackson under center again. Play action to Etienne. Looking. Wind it up deep to Rambo. Does he have a step? He does, but it's knocked away there. Close one. Looked like Rambo might have had another step or two from that cornerback. Only is able to get a hand up, and lucky that it's not caught. 3rd and 12 already. Not a good start for this offensive drive here. Browns showing blitz and man coverage. Do they come with it? Gun formation. Etienne to his right. Jackson back to throw. The blitz does come. He's looking. Has his man Atwell with the first down. Great way to start this one. 16-yard completion and a first down to the 39-yard line. Great reception there as I fix the replay. Atwell coming up with a reception out of the slot for a first down. Good reception there. Jackson changing some things up. Same formation. Gun doubles. Handoff up the middle. Etienne to the outside, actually. And it's stopped again on first down for a loss of 3. Man, if these Ravens are going to win this game, we talked about the defenses a little bit here, but if they're going to win this game, they're going to have to get that running game going a little bit more. They've struggled so far. It's only 2 carries, but 2 carries for 5 yards lost on that one. 2nd and 13. Jackson to throw. Nice little slant route of Peoples-Jones, making a reception for the People, and gets across. Oh, it's actually short. 3rd and inches. 3rd and inches coming up. Big 3rd down already in this one at their own 49-yard line. Let's see what happens. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. This will be a great matchup already with some big plays at 3rd and inches. I'm excited for it. This is going to be a great game at home in Baltimore. Let's see what the Ravens can do. 3rd and inches. Under center is Jackson. Handoff to the right. Stretch play. Etienne fighting and does get the first down. Wow, that's the carry you needed. They trusted Etienne when he hasn't done anything all game long. He struggles and struggles. Demarius Randall actually is the one who brings him across the first down marker. He gains a gain of just literally an inch on 3rd and inches for a first down. Now, just at midfield now. Crazy play there. Let's see if Etienne can get something going after that. Etienne is actually out of the game now. I formed tight formation. Jackson changes things up. Looks like he might have flipped the play here. Play clock winding down. 6 seconds to go. Jackson up the middle. Hands it to Akers. Cam Akers gets tackled. It's still a decent run there. Gets a gain of 3. Brings up a 2nd and 7. Their most successful run of the day. Doesn't get much from it, though. Browns coming in with the number 28 offense and the 7th defense. And I'm pretty sure the Ravens have similar type of numbers. I form close formation. Etienne back in the game. Jackson changes things up. Back to throw. Jackson down low. Hits Peoples-Jones. This time not so much a reception for the People. Gets a gain of about 3 yards. 3rd and 4. But listen, Timbo likes to say, you get some good yardage on first down. Get 3-4 yards on 2nd down as well. You're in good business to try and convert a 3rd and short. And here he is with a 3rd and short of his own. 3rd and 4 to be exact at the 44-yard line. Jackson. Gun doubles formation again here. Let's see if he goes to the slot. Back to throw. Jackson looking. Hits Atwell again. Oh, no, and he accidentally pitches it. Oh, and it's going to be picked up by the Browns. Wow, what a turn of events there. Atwell gets the reception for a first down. Tries to accidentally pitch it. I think he might have just tried to hold on to it. And Phillips is able to pick it up there. Oh, that's going to hurt. That's when you're going to be kicking yourself. You're going to be pissed at your receiver, Jackson, for just saying to Atwell, what are you doing there? You got the first down. Just take it and fall down. But now here comes the Browns with great field position. Mayfield under center. Man, what a turn of events there. Mayfield going onto the pistol spread formation. Chubb gets a hand up to the left. Chubb shrugs a man off, but gets down just to the 48-yard line. Gain of 5 there. What a tremendous play that was. You don't really see that often. You don't like to see it often. You definitely don't want to see that if you're the Ravens, but it happens, and you got to roll with it. But let's see if the Ravens can recover. A 5-yard gain on first down. Good business for the Browns. Handoff up the middle. Chubb, boost of space. Shrugging his way forward. I think he's short of the first down. Looks like he has a gain of 5. He is short. A 3rd and inches coming up. If the Ravens defense can kind of rally right here, it'd be huge for them to get a stop. Huge game for both sides. Maybe the side of AFC North, potentially. Browns 7-1. Ravens 6-2. Both having great years, but not going to matter if these two guys don't get this game. Both guys need a win here badly. First game that they're going to meet up of the season. They will face each other one more time. Mayfield to throw. Mayfield. Oh, and he hits Beckham Jr. A little bit of a dangerous throw there. Hits him right over the top of the linebacker for a first down. Timbo in the chat saying left index always jumpy. Man, he was definitely jumpy there. It cost you that time, buddy. Turnover, and now here comes the Browns driving down the field at the 26-yard line now. Armin Ojeda saying PA post OBJ. You get it right. He's going to OBJ. Yes, correct. These two do play again in a few weeks. 1st and 10, pistol spread formation. A lot of spread formations right now for this offense. So far it's been working. Play clock winding down. Mayfield changes things up. Back to throw. Mayfield looking. Has some time. He's looking. Checks it underneath. Good read there. Landry makes a man miss. Bad bit of pursuit there by the defense. Had Landry stuffed up underneath. and that's going to result as a first down. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Get your predictions in here again. We still have until, I believe, the end of the first half. So don't correct me if I'm wrong, to get your predictions in. Have a chance to win 5,000. Yeah, you heard me. 5,000 Soda Bowl points. Hopefully you guys can do that. Only prediction I have right now is Ohio Bengals, saying 29-24 Ravens. Right now, the Browns have all the momentum in the world. So you have a little brief pause in the action. Definitely a lot of viewership in the chat. I appreciate everybody for coming out here, supporting us. Once again, Maddie Strong. It looks like we might have a disconnect here. We'll go to the pregame and talk a little bit more about this game as they figure out what's going on. But yes, not exactly sure what happened there, but it's all good. It is all good. We'll be right back to the action. These guys are going to resume playing here, and we'll see what's going on. Nothing. So I think they're just going to do a hard reset, and we'll get right back to it. But let's just talk about that game for a little bit. That definitely favors the Ravens, as they lost a lot of momentum after that costly turnover. Where they pitched it back with a bonehead play. And he made a few big plays. He was going to make a big play there, another third down conversion, but pitches it back to absolutely nobody there after he had the first down. And Timbo and those Ravens a little bit lucky there to come away to get out of that one. Looks like they paused to make a sub, and they disconnected as a result. What's going on? Yeah, Soda in the chat saying, Timbo, did you lateral again? Looks like Timbo lateraled. He's talking about the index finger. Maybe he lateraled out of the game by accident. But we'll get right back to the field in a second. But real quickly, these two, Ravens 6-2, Browns 7-1. Huge game. This is the first time they meet in the season. They do meet each other again in Week 13. We're in Week 10 now. They meet each other again in Week 13. So they're going to have a chance. Whoever loses this game is going to have a chance to redeem themselves. But they all got to keep up with the Cincinnati Bengals and Doc over there, who have run a tight ship right now. And the Browns actually played Doc Week 12. I think the Ravens already played Doc. I'm pretty sure the Bengals won that one. But, this is a huge game. This is the first time, Timbo and these Ravens have really gotten off to a good start. And I'm correcting myself here. The Ravens actually did beat the Bengals. So they're sitting at 6-2. They have a win already in the AFC North. They lost to the Steelers Week 1. They won against them Week 3. So right now they're sitting at 2-1 for the division. Huge win against the Bengals. That's huge, as they all are sitting about the same record, 7-2 the Bengals. Ravens 6-2 and 7-1 for the Browns. So if the Ravens get a win here, they go to 7-2. Browns fall to 7-2, and they have a win over the Bengals already. So they would actually be sitting atop the AFC North. So interesting development there. And of course, if the Browns win, they'll be sitting atop the AFC North. So we're really battling right now for the winner. Actually, the person who's going to lead the AFC North. A tight race there, but a person who's going to be leading the AFC North will be coming out of the conclusion of this matchup. So I guess this actually gives you guys a chance to get some more predictions in the chat here. I've seen a few. I've seen Ohio Bengal get his prediction in there, saying 29-24 Ravens. I've seen a few in the chat already in our predictions chat in the channel. Let me read a few of them here. Okay, so few of the predictions already. We got 24-14. That was me suggesting that one. 24-14. Then we have, let's see here. We have 24-14, me, myself. We have Matt and those Broncos suggesting 28-21 Ravens. I in the chat right now saying 24-17 Ravens. Interesting development there. Yeah, you know what? Timbo was moving the ball well. I like that one. Papa Smurf saying 24-17 Timbo. We have Rams earlier in the chat saying 24-20. Doc saying 24-17 Towns. I think he might have meant Timbo. Oh, Browns, actually. Sorry. 33-14 says JC. And just like that, we are back down to the field here. It's like the Browns are going to get the ball to start, as they did have the ball to end that before the disconnect happened. They were driving down the field, so hopefully they'll be able to get down there again shortly. Taylor back to receive this one. A little bit of spin move. And gets across to the 23-yard line. So let's talk about this Ravens defense a little bit here. Right now, their defense is sitting in a good spot. They've played well for them. Their defense is looking pretty good. Right now, they're sitting about 10th for total yards allowed, 4th in passing yards allowed, with only 1,500 so far in the season. The rushing defense, though, has cost them games, and they're sitting at 26 for the rushing defense. As Wyrock and these Browns are very good rushing attack, as Chubb is one of the leading leaders on the ground. Total for points allowed, they're at 11 with 22. As Chubb gets a nice first down carry up to the 34-yard line. Good job there. Brings up a 1st and 10. Good way to start it for them. Correct. They would have wins over the rest of the division. North is crazy competitive this year. Probably one of our best divisions, if not the best division right now in Sodom Bowl. And what a game we have here. Big matchup. Shotgun set. Mayfield looking to pass. Thomas looking around. He throws it deep to Landry, who goes up, and it's batted away there. Great defensive play that time. Able to bat that one away. Brings up a 2nd and 10. But you got to trust your man Jarvis Landry to go up there sometimes to get that. And is unable to do so. Good play and made by Marlon Humphrey. Here we go. 2nd and 10 at their own 34-yard line. If you're just tuning in, we did have a disconnect and a little bit of a late start, but we're here now. We got 1,000 people in the chat right now viewing this fantastic game only on Sodom Bowl Network. I'm excited to see how this goes. We're finally getting into the thick of it here as Mayfield drops back the pass. He's looking all day to throw over the middle, almost intercepted after all that time. Mayfield 0 for 2. Brings up a 3rd and 10. Not a good start right now, but we know how the Ravens drive started last time. They had a similar situation, a 3rd and long they had to convert, and they were able to do so. Let's see if the Browns can answer here and get a first down earlier on in this game. Tight doubles formation. Mayfield in the shotgun, back to pass. Looking, time. To the stand run, intercepted! Bynum! Intercept, he has some space. Bynum, 25-20. Mayfield trying to tackle him. Jukes and gets brought down to the 8-yard line. What a play by Bynum. Great coverage all the way around as you see the replay here. Just steps right in front of Williams and intercepts that and gets all the way down to the 8-yard line. What a turn of events here after the reconnect here. And Timbo has the ball in plus territory at the 8-yard line. Blitz coming hard. I bet Browns is pissed. Jaguars to throw in zone. Oh, and it's batted away there. Higbee looked like he had it for a second, but it bounces off his fingertips. Brings up a 2nd and goal, and the Browns were bringing the heat, but it was picked up well by the Ravens. 2nd and goal. Single back wing tight formation here. Jackson changed some things up. Handoff up the middle. Etienne has some space, and he gets down to about the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal coming up. Can the Browns defense stiffen and stop them to at least 3 points, or at least stop them to make a decision here on a 4th and goal? But they first have to make the stop. Goal line formation here from the Browns. Single back ace for the Ravens. Jackson surveying the defense a little bit here. Now takes a snap. He's going to pass. Jackson to the end zone. Oh! Too tall this time, and Jackson throws it incomplete. A little bit of a risky pass there. He's actually lucky he threw that high. Looks like it might have been intercepted if he had not. But he's going to want that possession back there. That's when you want to score a touchdown on a lease. You got the 8-yard line, interception, and you don't come up with any points except for a field goal. But still, it's good points after that poor pitch there earlier to start this game. Leads to a turnover. They come back, get an interception on the first drive that the Browns had, and at least get some points. And it's returned to the 30-yard line. The Browns looking to get a good start in this one. They had a bad start in the last drive. Interception on the 3rd and long. Mayfield's got to get this thing under control here. And I think if they go through Chubb, they're going to be looking pretty here. Because this rushing defense for the Ravens has had a lot of issues this year. They don't have the great front seven. Here's Chubb up the middle. Oh! Just as I say that, he gets absolutely leveled there. Wow, what a hit. Let's see that one more time there. Chubb is a powerful back. Goes right up the middle, has some space, and gets absolutely leveled. I missed who that was, but man, what a hit. He literally laid the lumber on him that time. Gets a gain of 4. 2nd and 6 coming up. 2nd and 6 here. Strong formation, toss play. Chubb to the outside, and he gets stuffed. Another good stop by the run defense. That's Ferguson and I believe it was Humphrey back there. Humphrey making another big play, and another 3rd and long for the Browns. It's going to be all on Mayfield's arm, and Mayfield has definitely struggled this year and in years past. He's not the best passer. It's usually the rushing attack that kind of carries this team. Mayfield right now sitting at a 62% completion rate, 1,500 yards, 70 touchdowns, and 7 interceptions. Mayfield back to throw over the middle, and it's batted away there. 0 for 4. They're going to be forced to punt this away. Pressure in his face. Good job by the defense. Great call there, calling the cover 6, knowing that that post or inside route was going to come there after the last time trying to throw an outside one was intercepted. Mayfield, not a good start. 0 for 4 and an interception. And they're going to have to punt this away. Atwell to receive. Atwell with some space. Can he get around the edge to Kwiatkowski? He can. And jukes and spins and gets his way down to the 32-yard line. Snipes in the chat. Thanks for joining us, Snipes. He said he's here for a great one. It's definitely going to be a great one. These two are battling already. Let's see what Lamar Jackson can do coming out this time. He is 0 for 2 in this one as well. A little bit of a better season than Mayfield, though. 72% completion rate, 15 touchdowns, 9 interceptions, over 2,200 yards on the year. Sprint move. Wow, pretty sprint move by Etienne, but he stopped behind the line of scrimmage again. He had that trouble earlier before the restart. Let's see if he can kind of correct that a little bit. Again, cannot stress how big this game is for both sides, especially for the Ravens. They don't want to fall too far behind in their division. AFC North is absolutely tough. And here we go. 2nd and 12. Pistol bunch formation. Jackson to throw. Blitz is coming. It's picked up well. Checks it down. Peoples-Jones with the catch, but gets nothing to it. Gets back to where they originally started this drive at the 32-yard line. 3rd and 9 coming up. Look for Atwell. He's been great in the slot so far. Look for Rambo. Rambo right now, their leading receiver with 752 yards, 4 touchdowns, and a long of 82 and 42 receptions. He's been phenomenal for them. After they trade away Hollywood Brown, they don't miss him at all. Rambo's been the guy. Jackson back to throw. Oh, ooh, it's almost caught by Higbee. Looked like he had him for a second. Tight window throw. You'd like Higbee to come down with it, but he's just not the best tight end. And it's batted away, incomplete. Higbee is their 2nd leading receiver with 274 yards and 6 touchdowns. He's been their red zone target, this time trying to make a reception in a key spot, and is unable to come up with it. Beckham to receive, and he's brought down immediately. Great special teams play by Clark. Gets him at the 22-yard line. Beckham is a dangerous returner, but not that time, as he's brought down at the 22-yard line. Again, thank you everybody for tuning in to Force Fumble. We've been gone a little while, but we're back, at least for the time being, as we have a great AFC North matchup here. Let's see what happens. Play action. Mayfield to throw. He's looking for that deep ball. Not there. He's roaming around. Still roaming, and is brought down from behind. Cox Jr. with a sack. Gets back to number 56. This defense is coming to play right now. Great usering by Timbo. Staying underneath. Letting his safety. Trusting his safety to take that deep post route. That's what I think Browns was looking for there. Man. These Browns have got to stay composed a little bit more, as they've thrown. Mayfield is 0 for 4, interception, now a sack on his 5th attempt. Chubb really hasn't done it so far. Let's see what they do. Back to throw again is Mayfield. Blitz coming off the left side. Out route has Williams, but he steps out of bounds to the 25-yard line. At least a gain of 12 there. Sets up another 3rd and medium to 3rd and long. Mayfield has got to correct some of his earlier problems here. A completion of 12 yards is a good way to do that. And man, these AFC North teams battle hard. We see it already. This defensive front for both sides have been playing tough. And the only reason why, really, that the Ravens scored was because they got the ball at the 8-yard line and were still held to 3 points. Can the defense show for the Ravens that they have what it takes, though? 3rd and 7. D-line pinches in. Looking for that angle route. He doesn't have it. Oh, and it's caught somehow by Beckham Jr. in a tight window. I thought that was going to be intercepted again. Let's watch that one more time. The cornerback was there, but able to just fit the ball right in the middle of that hole there. Samuels has got to be able to make that interception. He was there. He just kind of had to put his hands up. Didn't even have to undercut anything, but he drops back too far. Beckham undercuts it and is able to get that first down. That's what you get with a veteran receiver like Beckham, though. And they have a first down as a result, a huge first down. Mayfield shotgun again. He's going to pass again. Mayfield looking. Has the in route to Williams and a little bit more there for a gain of 10 to the 50-yard line, second inches coming up. Mayfield in this past game is finally starting to get going now as they have a nice completion over there to Williams. Great job by Williams to get open on that in route. Saw man coverage and knew how to get around it. I believe that's Tyrell Williams, actually. It is Tyrell Williams, their third leading receiver on the year. 30 years old. Chubb up the middle. Chubb to the outside. And a flag that could be coming back. And it is. Oh, I believe it was holding as it brings it back to a 2nd and 7 after that great first down completion for 10 yards and a great run resulting afterwards. They're brought all the way back to a 2nd and 7. That's going to hurt, especially if they can't convert this drive into points. You look back at plays like that and wonder what could have been sometimes. 2nd and 7 here. Strong close formation. Whoa, defense playing aggressive right now. Pinching the line of scrimmage. Man in motion left to right. Mayfield back to throw. Mayfield, oh, it's intercepted! Humphrey, the other Humphrey, the linebacker Humphrey is able to get this one. And what a play it was. Over the top, forces Mayfield to get a tight throw. Forces him to make a quick read, and he does not do it. Wild throw, and Humphrey is there to receive it for a second interception of the day. Wow. It looked like he had plenty of routes open there, too. Mayfield, a little bit of a struggle right now to start this one. Etienne to the outside. Etienne has some space. Etienne all the way to the 40-yard line, 41-yard line, excuse me. And his longest carry of the day, his best carry by far, and gets a first down. Timbo coming to play right now defensively to see if this offense gets up to go. Only 17 yards of total offense after that run. Browns showing blitz. Let's see if the Ravens can adjust. They're adjusting now. Maybe Lamar has seen it. 8 seconds to go on the play clock. Jackson takes a snap. He's looking. Blitz backs off a little bit. Gets Atwell. This time does not pitch it back and gets a first down across to the 29-yard line. A great drive so far. Atwell, the infamous pitch back that happened earlier in this game, is recovering nicely with a nice first down completion there. Single back wing tight. Jackson under center. Etienne in the backfield. Back to throw. Drops back. Hits his tight end, Higbee. Higbee with a nice little bit of maneuvering. Gets a gain at 7. Great opening drive here for the Ravens. As Higbee is brought out of bounds and brings up a 2nd and 3. Single back wing flex here. And then they like these under center sets. You like to see it here. It's worked well for them. Pitch to the left. Etienne. Whoa, Etienne, are you kidding me? Are you serious, Travis Etienne? We have got to see that again. That play was blown up almost instantly, but I don't know how Etienne does this. He spins and jukes simultaneously almost, is able to get around them for a first down a little bit more. What a play there. Wow, Etienne is feeling it now. 1st and 10, single back deuce close. Jackson under center again, changing some things up. Peoples-Jones to the right. Play action. Has his man Peoples-Jones and into the end zone. Ravens going up 10 points, penning the extra point. And a great start. Defense is playing well. Offense is playing even better. Great set of play calling here from the Ravens and Timbo. Wow. Oh my goodness. We have somebody please go back and clip that play there where Etienne gets that first down, because ultimately that was the play that really set up that play action for the touchdown to Peoples-Jones. But man, I have not seen, I'm going to be honest here, I really have not seen a move like that be so effective on a situation like that. There was 3 people draped around. Etienne is able to get around that. That is definitely going into the Sodom Bowl top 10. Sneaky play there by Timbo. And that interception on that juke play by Etienne. And now the Browns have to try and answer somehow. Let's see if they do. Mayfield to throw. Has an out route. Beckham catches it before the first down marker, though. Gain of 9. Mayfield having a very off day. 4 for 9, 49 yards, and 2 interceptions. But a good first down completion there. 2nd and 1. Ravens showing blitz as the linebackers pinch in. Hands it up the middle. Chubb puts his shoulder down, is able to get across to the 46-yard line. Best run of the day for Chubb. And the Browns might be having something going here. Maybe an answer. We'll see. But they got to get those turnovers under control there, as they were able to move the ball last time. but came away with an interception after all of that and a holding call that kind of set them back a little bit as well. Handoff up the middle again. Chubb puts his shoulder down. Oh, and they're trying to ship it away, and they do not. Is able to get at least 2 yards there, 2nd and 8. But, man, Chubb is a dynamic runner. He is very, very strong in the hole. That time there, you see a little bit of it. Right now, Chubb, 119 carries, 663 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 15 broken tackles. This time gets around to the edge, but Earl Thomas is there for a nice tackle. This run defense, pretty poor all year long, is able to kind of come into this game, at least at the start of it right now, has made a lot of few key stops, and has kind of corralled Chubb and made Mayfield have to throw the ball more than he wants to. 3rd and 9. Under center is Mayfield. Loves those out routes. Let's see if he goes to it this time. Mayfield looking, everything covered, checks it down the field. Oh, almost intercepted again by James. Another late throw by Mayfield trying to hit Njoku on that deep stick and nod route. And they're going to be forced to punt this away. So down 10-0 already. This offense again has to drive the stalls out at midfield. And they're forced to kick this away. Atwell back to receiver. He's going to let it fall into the end zone. Here comes the Ravens. Now the Ravens have had a lot of issues with turnovers this year. Jackson has 9 interceptions. They have a slew of fumbles this year. I believe it's, Etienne has a fumble, Akers has a fumble, Peoples-Jones has a fumble. I believe Lamar Jackson has a fumble as well. Each guy has fumbled at least once in this year. Are they able to keep the turnovers under control here? Just get some points, get the ball down the field, and take control of this game. Jackson under center, I-form pro formation. Changes of things up. Play clock winding down. Handoff up the middle. Etienne, nice run this time. Gets a gain of 10. Etienne has really put it to these Browns early on. He had a rough start before the restart, if you'll say. Really was dropped behind the line of scrimmage almost every time he had the ball. This time, after you've seen that run. We've seen the top 10 run, probably the best run of the season so far. I think it's a lock for that at least. And he's looking good this time. Play action. Jackson does not get rid of it and goes down for a huge sack there, trying to get him for a deep shot. Nothing open down the field, and it gets dropped for a sack. Unblocked that time, actually. It looked like the tight end just kind of let him go there. That's Brown the 4th. Brings up a 2nd and 20. Pistol formation here. Brown showing 0 blitz again. Let's see if they come with it. Pistol trips to the left. Jackson to throw. Blitz is coming. Gets it away. It's down to Atwell. Atwell shrugs a guy off. At least able to get 11 yards there. Makes this a 3rd and manageable at the least. Third and 9. Huge 3rd and 9 here. Keep the turnovers to a minimum. And the Ravens might be able to run away with this one. But the Browns have a very good defense. They've been great all year long. Have a lot of playmakers. They have Greg Ward, who has been phenomenal. Can they come up with a key turnover early on in this game? Jackson letting the play clock wind down. 4 seconds to go. 3 seconds. 2, 1. And calls a timeout. Lamar Jackson couldn't get things going. Is forced to call a timeout. So we'll keep it at a 3rd and 9. Jackson coming out empty set now. Jackson back to throw. Jackson looking, has his man Higbee wide open and rolls across to the midfield marker to the 50-yard line. Lamar Jackson, 6 for 7, 69 yards and a touchdown already. Great start for him. A key first down. Here they come. Browns getting angry, getting aggressive, come with a 0 blitz look right now. Jackson back to throw. He's looking deep, post route. Rambo goes up and it falls incomplete. Greg Ward on the coverage there is lucky that's not caught. That should have been caught. It looked like Rambo had a step on Greg Ward at least, make a little bit more of an effort to come down with that one. Lucky he did not. Brings up a 2nd and 10. Shotgun set again here. Etienne to his left. Jackson back to throw. He is looking. It goes down! Brown with the 2nd sack of the day. Just nothing open down the field. Brings up a 3rd and 22. And just like that, after that phenomenal throw by Jackson, they go back-to-back throws. Incompletion. and a sack for a loss of 12, and they're sitting at a 3rd and 22 and looking for a miracle to get this first down. Shotgun double set here for Jackson. Etienne to his left. Jackson to throw. He's looking. Screen Brown, and it's batted away and brought down. Etienne, no space at all. The screen was not picked up well. Good call there, playing it safe. Just trying to see what they can do here, but a great read by Pascal. Able to get that actually for a loss of 3 yards there. Beckham back to the receive. Clark swerving around. Beckham gets around him. Beckham to the edge. Beckham gets brought out of play there to the 31-yard line with 2:05 left to go in this second quarter in the first half. Can the Browns get on the board and regain some of this momentum? The Ravens will get the ball to start half, I believe at least, unless they, before the restart, the Ravens had the ball first, so the Browns should get it by that rule. But who knows? It's a little bit more time-consuming to get that going. Wildcat formation, Chubb. Man in motion. Chubb's going to keep it. Chubb does not get around the edge there, and that's going to bring us to a 2-minute warning. Chubb has not had a good start. It's brought for a loss of 4. Thomas able to get around that edge. Great tackle there. Had a guy on him. Is able to shed the block and get in there for a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. Mayfield under center again. Spread single back formation. He loves these. Mayfield back to throw. He's looking. Has some time. Forces the throw. Oh, and it's still almost caught there. Thought it was going to be intercepted. But at least it's batted away. Actually, Beckham looked like he almost came up with it as well. And here it is. Another 3rd and long. Mayfield has got to get himself under control here and figure it out. He's been unable to do so all game long. But here in a big spot, 1:55 left to go in the first half, he's got to make a play. Gun doubles. Did I really call him Greg Ward? My bad. All right, 3rd and 14, Mayfield to throw. He's looking. Thomas, great coverage there, bats it away. Beckham, again, is targeted and incomplete there. Even calls for that pass, but a great job by Earl Thomas to see that. And lucky it's not intercepted again. Browns forced to punt this again. 1:49 left to go. Plenty of time. 2 timeouts for the Ravens. The kick is away. Atwell back to receive. Juking around, spinning, and gets brought down to the 27-yard line. 1:40 to go. Let's see if Lamar Jackson get this offense going again. They've been stalled out recently. TJ in the chat saying Ravens defense is smothering. Yeah, they really are. I mean, they had a good game plan. Stop the run and force Mayfield to pass. And Mayfield, when he's been forced to pass, has not done much with it. Ooh, and Etienne trying to get back, cuts it back, and runs right into Myles Garrett. Is definitely not the guy you want to run into. So it brings up a 2nd and 6. Clock still ticking away there. 22 to go. Tight formation for Lamar Jackson. Etienne to his right. Play action. Lamar to throw. Lamar looking for that crosser. He's got it! And it's caught by Rambo. Cross midfield to the 40-yard line. What a play there by Lamar Jackson. Dodging the pass rush. Letting his guy get open down the field. And, man, if he is able to throw that a little bit more accurately, lets him cut up field, that might be a touchdown, at least a little bit more there. But nevertheless, still a great throw. 1st and 10. Trips to the left. Etienne to Lamar Jackson's right. Blitz is coming, and he goes down. Phillips with another huge play. Gets in there for a first sack of the day. 2nd and 17. A minute to go in this game, and Lamar Jackson, another negative play, sets this offense back. 50 seconds to go. Still 2 timeouts if they get a completion here over midfield. Empty set. Play clock still winding down. Jackson to throw. Man coverage. Jackson looking. Has Higbee down under and gets across to the 36-yard line. They're going to call a timeout. No, they don't call a timeout. Clock's still ticking. I'm not sure what they're doing here. They got to do something. 3rd and 6. You got to stop the clock here. Give yourself a chance, and now they do. Or maybe it was the Browns, actually. No, it was the Ravens. Now that after all that time, they wasted about 20 seconds or so debating on whether or not to call a timeout. Still with 1 left, 25 seconds. They can at least, maybe take a few shots to be able to get this first down. But they have to get the first down. They cannot take a sack. It'll force them out of field goal range. What do? Gun spread formation. Browns showing blitz again. Does Lamar Jackson see it, though? Changes some things up. He might. Jackson to throw. Blitz coming off the edge. Has some time. Chucks it to the end zone. Rambo plays great defense there. And Denzel Ward, if you hear me, is able to batter it away there. Incomplete. They're going to be forced to kick this field goal. Justin Tucker back to kick this one. Great kicker. Probably the best in the league. And the kick is up and just sneaks it in. The right side of the upright brings it to 13-10. Defense right now is really winning this game. The offenses look good, but again, they've had a lot of drives stall out as well. But they're playing safe. You know, they really haven't taken many shots. When they have, it's been bad. You know, it's been safe shots where they trust the receiver to at least bat it away, as you saw there with Rambo batting that one away. And that's the key. Right now, the turnovers, the Browns have two interceptions, almost a pick six. And the Ravens have no turnovers at all, and they've been able to move the ball at least in the field goal range. And with 12 seconds left, let's see if the Browns can come with some kind of miracle and at least get on the board here. They do have a timeout. Strong formation here. Let's see if they come some kind of play action. I hope Chubb can get some kind of crazy run. Fullback in motion, left to right. Bubble play. Landry gets absolutely blown up there. Not fooled at all. Bynum making a great play again. He had the first interception early in this one. And now they're going to let this play clock wind all the way down. That's going to be the end of the first half. 13-0 Ravens. Hey, BZ Mar saying Greg Ward is better than your favorite wide receiver. Greg Ward probably is my favorite wide receiver. So you're correct there. I'm an Eagles fan. So Greg Ward, that's probably why I'm saying it. Greg Ward is a favorite wide receiver of mine. Great story for him. But we're not talking about Greg Ward. We're talking about Denzel Ward. So I appreciate the correction there. Ravens will get the ball to start the second half here. Up 13 with a chance to further their lead. Great defensive battle so far. We have 13 points for the Ravens, but it really came off of the one drive. The other two, they really haven't moved the ball too well. And, you know, the running attack is what really is able to get them down the field. Let's see what they do this time. I form close formation. Jackson under center. Blitz coming. Etienne to the outside. Juke move. It doesn't get farther. Oh, man. If he's able to stay and get around that edge, he could still be running, but gets brought down from behind for a loss of one. He's going to be kicking himself for that. Great move, but if he just, you know, followed his blocker a little bit more, he will probably still be running. Second 11. Tight formation. Play action. Jackson to throw. Has him in deep. He sees him. Rambo has a step on Denzel. He's got him. 10-5 touchdown and a nice little dive into the end zone. Rambo coming to play today. Beats the lockdown corner, Denzel Ward. And man, what a play there. I didn't know if Lamar saw him, but a play action. He's able to see him. Beats his man so clean. Earns himself a touchdown. Now they're going to go for two. Jackson to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Phillips trying to target the red zone threat. Higbee is able to intercept it. Brings it to 19-0. But, man, what a great throw there by Jackson to get it down the field to Rambo. And Lamar Jackson is having himself a comeback year. He's been off in the past few years, but right now boasting a 73% completion rate and having 2 touchdowns already in this one. He's looking very good. Slimbo might be back, folks. As last year, let's go over it briefly. Last year, Lamar Jackson had a very, very off year, finishing with 3,000 yards, 20 touchdowns to 22 interceptions. This year, he's already over that mark with, let's see here, with over 15 touchdowns and 9 interceptions. Great marks for him. Is Beckham Jr. Beckham Jr. with some space and is brought down with a shoestring. Wow, up to the 18-yard line. That's the play they needed. Odell can get it to you. Humphrey, the linebacker, made an interception earlier in this game, is not able to get his hand on it. Luckily, that Bynum is there to bring him down from behind, at least get him to the 18-yard line, see if the defense come up with a play. D-line, pressing the line of scrimmage. Play action. Mayfield looking for that corner round. Not open, still looking. To the end zone, intercepted, the other Humphrey. Oh, this is the same Humphrey. Humphrey breaks it down and stays in the end zone. His second of the day. Wow. Mayfield Gets a big play by Odell. Gets him down the field to the 18-yard line. Finally in position to score some points. And what does he do? He throws an interception in the back of the end zone, trying to take a shot when nothing was open. Tough play for Baker Mayfield and his Browns, but you got to recover here. 19-0 is not a terrible deficit to try and come back from. But you have your defense make a stop. Etienne to the outside, jukes, and is able to get his way forward for at least a gain of 1. Brings up a 2nd and 9. And right now for the Ravens, their running game has been okay, but really it's all just set up that play action game that Timbo loves to throw a lot. And all their points and all their big plays have come from that play action. So let's see if they go back to that, or if the Browns adjust to that at all and able to make some kind of a play. Jackson to throw. No play action. Dangerous throw. It somehow fits it in there to Irv Smith Jr. My goodness, what a dot by Lamar Jackson. Let's see that one again. Under center, notices the cover 2. Irv Smith just gets behind the linebacker, throws in front of the safety, and then the tightest of tightest holes gets it in there for a first down. Lamar Jackson looking phenomenal. MVP caliber like play right now from Lamar Jackson. To throw, slant route, has his man Rambo for a reception. He does hang on to the 41-yard line, gain of 10 yards. This offense is moving right now. Rambo's third reception for 119 yards. Trips to the left here. Blitz coming for the Browns. Do the Ravens notice? Back to throw. He has his man Peoples-Jones. Jones weaving and gets across the goal line into the end zone for his 2nd of the day. Touchdown Baltimore, and hang on. We might have a blowout on our hands. Ravens about to go up 26-0, pending extra point, and the extra point is up and good. 26-0 Baltimore, trying to run away with it, and man, that would be absolutely huge if they were able to get this game. In a fashion like this, get the win and get on the next week in the AFC North is a great deal for them. Let's take a look at their schedule coming up. So let's see. They play the Browns this week. They have the Panthers next week. 4-4 Panthers might be able to get a win there. After that, they play the Saints. Saints at 7-2. Great team there. Tough game there. Then the 7-1 Browns again. Well, maybe 7-2, depending on what happens in this game. Play the Browns again. Then the Bucks. Then the Bills. We have a new user there. Congrats to Big on the Bills. Maybe he'll be able to correct that Bills team there. It's sitting at 1-7. Then the Chiefs. And they finish off the year with the last time they play the Bengals. That is a game you should circle on your calendar. That's going to be a huge one. 1st and 10 for the Browns under center. Chubb with a run to the right side. Gets brought down at the 27-yard line. Let's look briefly ahead at the Browns' remaining schedule. So they play the Ravens here, and unless they have some kind of a miracle run here, they have to get things going. If they do, definitely not over. But as Chubb gets it across to the 31-yard line, sets up a 3rd and 2. The Browns' remaining schedule is as follows. They have the Saints, Bengals, Ravens again. Patriots should be a win there. Bengals, Broncos, and New York Jets. So definitely not an easy schedule as well. Maybe a little bit harder than the Ravens, so it's definitely a big time for them to kind of get a win here. Get a little bit more of a lead. Excuse me, as Harrison gets a huge hit on Nick Chubb, who's only 10 carries for 29 yards, brings up a 4th and inches. And if you're the Browns, you probably have to go for it here. Here we go. 4th and inches. This could be the game here. Back to throw. Mayfield looking. Checks it down to Chubb. Chubb has enough space. Shrugs a man off, and he's hit hard and fumbles it. Vernon picks it up. Vernon stays inbounds. Is finally brought out of bounds. Oh, my goodness. Browns finally get a first down here in a key spot. Chubb gets the first down, shrugs the guy off, and is hit hard by Harrison. This time is not able to hang on to it. 2nd time he's got hit hard this game. And, man, this Ravens defense coming up with 4 turnovers in the game resulted in all 4 scores pretty much for the Ravens. And that's why they have a 26-0 lead. Lamar checks it down. Peoples-Jones, a nice juke move there, and gets out of bounds to the 11-yard line. Lamar Jackson, my goodness. 14 for 19, 279, and 3 touchdowns. trying to put this away with another score would definitely become GG territory. Chubb definitely is seeing stars after that hit. Blitz coming again, and oh! Tight window of throw to Rambo. Looked like he had it for a second. I liked the quick read there. Notice where this zone blitz was coming and try to throw it over the top. 2nd and 10. Jackson under center. Etienne behind him. Bubble play. Hits Atwell. Atwell doesn't get anywhere this time as Ward is able to get him for a stop. Brings up a 3rd and 12. Denzel Ward with a nice play this time. Has gotten burned a few times this game, but this time makes a great open field tackle on Atwell, the speedy slot receiver. So here we go. 3rd and 12. Shotgun doubles formation here. Play it safe here. No turnovers. Get this field goal. Let's see what they do. Play clock winding down. Jackson changed some things up. Man in motion, right to left. 1 second of play clock. They get it off. Jackson to throw. To the end zone. Oh, it's intercepted! The exact thing I'd said not to do for Lamar Jackson. Throws a very, very costly interception. You cannot do that in the red zone when you have full control of the game. Now with some momentum back on their side, thanks to Denzel Ward, the lockdown receiver, cornerback, might have ourselves a game here. Bubble route. Beckham. Oh, what an open field tackle. Marlon Humphrey with another open field tackle. Another great play. It's 2 interceptions. This time makes a great open field tackle. Sets it back about 2 yards. Huge play there for the Browns. They have to convert that to some kind of points here. The first turnover on the day. You knew it was coming with that defense. Can they convert it into some points? Mayfield to throw. Looking. And he goes down! Mayfield goes down, and Cox Jr. with his 2nd sack of the day. 3rd and 23 coming up. Man, this Browns offense is absolutely reeling right now. Third and 23. Shotgun set for Mayfield. Hasn't looked good all day long. Can he come up with a big play when they need him most? Back to throw. Mayfield looking deep, and it's battered away. Great defense again, as Mayfield is 6 for 18. You heard me right, 6 for 18 for 108 yards, and I believe 3 interceptions as they're forced to punt this ball away again. Ravens pitching a potential shutout as they get the ball back here, but they got to keep control of the ball. First and 10 down to the 46-yard line. First and 10. They're going to come out in a tight formation here. Ravens staying aggressive. Let's see if they pass the ball. Looks like man coverage all the way around. Jackson changed some things up. Back to throw. They will stay aggressive. He is looking to Rambo, and it's batted away. Denzel Ward coming up strong in this time after being burned by Rambo before. Makes another play on him. Great man covers. The pressure was in Lamar's face. Interesting play called there. Actually, excuse me, that was Wilson. The linebacker actually makes that a good play. 51-21 looks similar. Handoff to the right. Etienne somehow goes down. We're going to have to look at that one again. It looked like he juked, and maybe his knee was called down. Wow, okay, Etienne. Yeah, look, he tried the juke. It looked like the lineman brought his knee down. Crazy play that time. 3rd and 9. Lamar. And he's going to let the play clock wind all the way down. That's going to be end of third quarter. Fourth quarter coming up. 8 minutes to go. Still plenty of time for the Browns to make a comeback if they get some plays going their way. They have a chance to make one here at a 3rd and 9. They need a turnover and need their offense to help them out a little bit. They've been stuffed on all sides of the ball, running the ball, passing the ball. They haven't looked good offensively, but here they are. Defense has to make a stop, and Rambo, Rambo shrugs a guy off and gets a first down. My goodness. Can this man Rambo be stopped? When they check it down low, just playing it safe, he shrugs 2 defenders off and gets a first down anyway. And a huge first down. Gets him back into field goal range like they never left it before. Jackson staying aggressive here. Empty set again. Empty bunch set. They're going to go under center now, actually. Single back dice slot. Handoff up the middle. Etienne jukes around and is brought down. Good open field tackle. But I believe that's Randall, Travis Randall, making the stop there for a gain of 5. Shotgun set again. Ravens come up with a lot of pretty heavy passing attack here. Worked for them so far. Can they continue it to work? He's trying to hit Higby. He does not. Goes down. Ogunjobi making the sack there. Loss of about 8 yards or so. Excuse me, actually loss of about 11 there as Jackson was trying to buy himself some time. Trying to hit Higby. Looked like he was going to come open in that cover 2 zone. Brings up a 3rd and 16. Bunch to the right. Etienne to his left. Jackson to throw. Oh! Almost intercepted. Jackson has got to keep control of this ball. They're coming out with this passing attack. And to be honest, I'm not exactly entirely sure why. The running attack has worked okay for them, enough for you to be able to keep control of the ball and just kind of ride this one out as your defense has played so well. But they're still just outside field goal range. They're going to let Tucker kick this one. They trust their defense that much. The kick is away. And it's good. Justin Tucker nails it from the 44-yard line. Wow. Brings it to 29-0. That might be the dagger here for the Browns. And looking at these predictions here, I'm not sure if anybody, a lot of people picked the Ravens to win. But, you know, I don't think anybody expected them to win by this margin. Myself, I picked them to stay in this close game. Then their defense, you know, I definitely expected it to be a defensive battle. However, I didn't expect it to be the Ravens defense completely carrying this game and their offense for the Ravens to be so efficient. They haven't been explosive, but they've definitely been efficient. They've been just enough for their defense to carry them, and their offense has done just enough to win this game, and it looks like they will win this game. Mayfield the pass, looking nobody open at all. Chucks it down. Oh, and it's somehow caught. Wow, what a catch there. Mayfield throwing a prayer to Odell Beckham Jr., I believe. James Jr. was there in user coverage, ready to make that interception. Plays a little bit too aggressively and lets it go over the top of him for a completion. Mayfield back to throw again to the corner route. Somehow gets it in there. Lucky to not intercept it again, but it falls incomplete. But like I was saying, nobody expected it to be this score. Nobody expected the Ravens to win by this much, or somebody even picked the Ravens to win at all. A lot of Browns predictions. This game was pretty much a coin flip if you asked anybody before the game started. And here they are again, a 3rd and long forced by this defense at midfield. I don't think this offense has gotten past the 30-yard line, the opposing team's 30-yard line, except for that one time where they threw an interception right after. Here they are, 3rd and 8. And it's picked off again. Earl Thomas, potential house call, and he's brought down out of bounds to the 19-yard line. Mayfield is seeing ghosts. His 5th interception of the day goes to Earl Thomas. And can this defense play any better? Have a shutout going, 5 turnovers, 4 interceptions, and a fumble. Now the offense for the Ravens just has to put this away. 5 minutes ago, if it wasn't GB before, it definitely is GG now. Man, these Ravens they're going to improve to 7-2. 7-2. They're going to take full control of the AFC North as they have a win over the Bengals earlier in the season. And with a lot of steam. Oh, Terry bobbles it, but is able to corral for a catch and gets to the 20-yard line. That's actually pretty big because if he doesn't corral that, that is actually going to be a fumble because he passed it behind where he was throwing. So it brings up a 3rd and 11. Man, these Ravens, they've gotten a few breaks with these turnovers, though, themselves. But you got to give it to their defense. Their defense has definitely put the foot on the pedal and created a bunch of turnovers in this game. Etienne up the middle, gets stopped. Safe play there, just trying to keep them on the ground, keep the ball safe, and kick a field goal, get this game to 32-0. And the kick is up and good. blowout city here in Baltimore, as Timbo and these Ravens are really taking it to these Browns. And what's crazy is, if we look back at the history between these two guys, they played each other extremely tight. Let's look back at last season. Last season when they played, first time they played last season, Browns won 16-6. Second time they played, Browns won 17-13. Let's go back to season 2020. Excuse me, that was season 2020, my bad. So season 2020, Browns won both games. Season 2021, Ravens won the first one 34-20 and won the second one as well, but only 20-14. So crazy stat line there. And then 2020, we said already, they had the sweep. 2019, let's see what they had for 2019. 2019, they also had a sweep, I believe. They did. So, you know, the Browns have really been able to, you know, take it to these Ravens more often than not. But the Ravens come out on fire, especially defensively. Now the only question is, does the Ravens and Coach Timbo get the shutout? They're so well deserved. And Baker Mayfield goes down. Mitchell Pierce getting back there for a sack. Just absolutely locked down coverage all the way down the field. Man coverage. And it's just crazy. There was absolutely nothing open down the field. Sometimes, you know, some of these throws have been very questionable by Baker Mayfield, but some of the other ones, you know, there just hasn't been anything open down the field, and he's been having to force the ball in the tight coverage more than he wants to. This time, checks down the Juszczyk. Kyle Juszczyk gets across to the 43-yard line. Probably the best completion I've seen from Mayfield, and it was almost batted down at the line of scrimmage. 3rd and 3. Just at the 2-minute warning, Browns pretty much just trying to save themselves some respect and bragging rights here, as they're trying to get on the board with no points on the board. Handoff up the middle. Oh my goodness. Can this defense play any better today? Earl Thomas with another huge play. You saw the blitz coming. He was edge of the line of scrimmage. He times it absolutely perfectly. It just takes the legs out of Nick Chubb. That is a hard man to bring down. They made it look easy today. Mayfield back to throw. 4th and 3. They get the first down, but not much more. 1:30 left to go. Man, even if they score here, this defense definitely deserves a shutout. They have played lights out today, making big hits, interceptions left and right, and a sack again. Cox Jr. with his 3rd sack of the day. All sides of the ball right now for this defense are absolutely just demolishing this offense in every aspect. The running game, the passing game. The Browns just have no answers right now. Mayfield back to throw. Looking, has the vertical route wide open. Wondering when he's going to go to it. Byron is able to make this tackle there. Ravens trying to save the shutout. Browns really working for this, really working for these bragging rights here to try and, you know, salvage some type of win. I in the chat asking about the Steelers. Steelers right now are sitting at 4-5, so still a factor in the AFC North, and they definitely can steal a game or two. Jay Cork is a great user, but just not in the mix right now. Chubb with a nice catch. Gets brought down to the 13-yard line. Brown's going to call a timeout. They're going to keep him in here. Let's see if the Ravens can withhold this shutout. Spread formation here for Baker Mayfield. Trying to salvage something in this game. Checks it down low. Has Williams. Gets hit. Absolutely gets laid out to the 3-yard line, but still, you know, in plus territory to get a touchdown. We've had a great game in this one. Both users playing phenomenal ball here. Haven't seen too much funny business so far, unless you want to count these timeouts. But it's a divisional game. You got to give it to these guys. They're trying. He's trying to, you know, save something here and get a touchdown. See what he can do, and it's into the end zone. Touchdown on the last play for the Browns in the game. 12 seconds ago, Browns trying to just salvage something here, as their game has been very, very. It's gone exactly the opposite is what they would like to see. They're gonna go for 2. Again, just trying to save face here in a tough game. Almost intercepted this time. Baker Mayfield somehow to save his stat line. It's 14 for 16, 211 yards, 4 interceptions. And after this kickoff, they're just going to kneel it down and get out of this game. Atwell dives down, and with that, the Ravens are going to improve to 7-2 on the season with a great win against the Browns, who are going to actually go back to 7-2. So right now, AFC North all sitting at 7-2, with the Ravens having the lead with the tiebreakers over the Browns, and now, over the Bengals, and now over the Browns. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. It was a great game. We had a lot of viewership here. Thank you for all the new faces I've seen. I saw Dana Booth coming in here. I saw BZ Marr coming in. I saw a lot of new faces. Thanks to everybody for showing up and showing out. We had a great game here. But that's it.